Hi guys, and welcome to my Module 5 presentation about viral videos and commercials. So the first one I'm going to go through is the viral commercial. So the commercial that I found was very interesting. If you started to watch it, you just thought back to the 90s it says Generation X. It starts out with saying, you might not remember us, but we met in the 90s, and then it goes into all these different aspects of the 90s from, Pogs to the Oregon Trail, to Trolls, to anything you could have thought of that you grew up in the 90s with, a popular icon in the 90s. It kind of all starts with that. And then at the end of the video, it says, you grew up in the 90s, and so did we. You're grown up now, and so are we. And a kid walks away, and the E logo, rebranded Internet Explorer logo, pops out. So the commercial, it's for Internet Explorer. You would have had no idea it was about Internet Explorer the whole time. It just kind of, because it connects you on a human basis, on the, nostalgia basis. You think back and you think to missing all these fun things from the 90s, from when you were growing up, or, when you had kids that were growing up. So it's called Child of the 90s, and it was released on YouTube by Internet Explorer. So they used YouTube to promote it, and then connected to it was a website called Browser You Love to Hate, because everyone knows that most people hate Internet Explorer, and it is awful, or was awful, compared to now the Chromes, the Safaris, the Firefox. I don't know what it's like now. I haven't gone and explored it yet, but it's kind of a play on what everyone thinks of it. I thought the marketing did a good job in that aspect, and kind of laughing at themselves. So this video was released on January 23rd, and it was viewed 4.2 million times in only 3 days. And as of September 25th, it was viewed almost 50 million times, and it was shared over 700,000 times. So this had a major effect. I mean, within 3 days, it was viewed 4.2 million times. It went viral instantly. It had a huge effect. So many people viewed this video. If, positive or negative, I think people were looking at it. They were tweeting about it. They were writing articles about it. And even, I know one of the tweets, maybe it didn't affect them as Internet Explorer wanted to, with them wanting to go and see if Internet Explorer is up to date, if it can compete with today's Explorers. But one tweet even said, I may not want to ever use Internet Explorer again, but now I miss Pogs again. Or one of them said, this brings back such nostalgia, but I would never use Internet Explorer. So it didn't probably work as much as they wanted to, but the marketing people of Internet Explorer have an uphill battle to fight with trying to get everyone to use Internet Explorer again. I think that the structure is good to allow diverse communities to want to spread it out to their groups, because it brings back a sentimental worth. It's definitely spreadable because it expressed themes of community and nostalgia, which is a central theme of the gift economy. It has sentimental worth. It kind of connects you to your childhood, to the 90s, to this generation where before you had technology, where you just played with, yo-yos and pogs, and it kind of describes against the technology today, and it goes, you may not have a newsfeed full of farm animals, but you had a pocket full of farm animals, and it relates back to Tamagotchis. It was a social norms then, so you're motivated to share it because you're like, oh, remember this? And you share with someone else, whether it was Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google+. This video was shared throughout the internet, so I think it definitely had an effect to get the word out there that Internet Explorer is back, and they're going to try to fight to rebrand themselves. Maybe it didn't work as best as they want, because I don't know if people are really using Internet Explorer, but I think it definitely had a positive effect. So the viral video that I found, it was called I Forgot My Phone. So this comedian made this video of places where she just forgot to bring her phone. So normally you think it wouldn't have been a big deal, so what, you don't have a phone on you. However, she goes through with how everyone is connected to their phone 24/7. People are looking at their phone when you're laying in bed. Someone's being proposed to and they're looking at their phone. You're at a concert and you're looking through the phone. You're out to dinner and everyone's texting on their phones. So I think that this was definitely an accidental phenomenon. It was, just parody that this comedian made, and it blew up like that. It was posted on August 22nd, and within a month, on September 25th, it had over 24 million views. And the thing about this video is it's not very exaggerated. It's very much the truth of how we are today and how we are with our phones. You may not think it, but I promise you, go out to dinner now, look at everybody. Everyone is on their phones. I wait just for a little while, and to see people go out to dinner and sit there on their phones, why are you going out to dinner? You could just be home, sitting on your phones, not talking to each other. I think it did work, this video, just spreading the message of how we're too connected to our phones. We're losing that human interaction when we're out with people because everyone is on your phones, and if you forget your phone when you're out, you still feel alone. One of the huge messages in one of the articles I read about this was, today we're connected more than ever with the internet, with people around the world, yet you can go out and still feel so alone because everyone will be on their phones and maybe not having this human connection and human conversation anymore. This was shared via every social network. I first saw it on Twitter, but then I saw it, it was posted on Facebook, Google+. It was even posted on the Tumblr that I browsed through. And I think it works because it makes you think. It makes you think what we really do when we're out. It makes you rethink if we are too connected. Maybe we should put our phones down when we're out and follow that rule that our parents always had when you sit down at dinner and you're not allowed to watch TV with having dinner. Now you should be not allowed to have your phones when you're out to dinner. This is very not far-fetched, the video, because even saw within our readings how it was saying some New York cities are banning customers from taking pictures of their food and putting it on Instagram. And even at concerts, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, they told fans to put their phones away and pay attention to their concert and not look through this tiny screen and keep taking videos of it and then putting it online, wanting you to just experience it for what it is when you're in front of it. So I think even though this viral video probably wasn't meant to cause a huge ruckus or huge change in people's lives, I hope it does. I mean, it makes you rethink. So I definitely think this viral video worked as just a random phenomenon. So those are both my viral videos, and I think the main cause to get videos to be viral, whether it's commercial or just something someone posted, is to have that human connection, to connect with someone on a more emotional level, because that will make them want to share this video. That will make them want to share the emotion they felt while viewing this video. And if a marketer or anyone can hone in on those, I think that the video will become instantly viral.